Hello guys, and today is diary entry 5. I didn't film I haven't filmed for a month now, but today I wanted to film because I told myself, you know what? I can't keep giving myself excuses and be like, oh, I'll film on Friday, so I'm going to film today. Today I mainly really wanted to talk about my first and second year experience of being at uni and just all the hardships and just everything I've learned and just everything I've learned from it. First year, first year felt so euphoric. Honestly, I met so many new people first year. Went to parties first year. Failed one course first year. I failed a course, which is something I would not recommend you guys do. Try and make sure that you pass all your courses. I did not pass one of my course, so I had to retake it. But other than that, it was chill, it was nice. Um, Second year is when everything, when uni actually started getting real. And second year, I feel like second year was one of my lowest times. Like mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever you wanna put it. It was one of my lowest times. I'm currently now doing the last three. These ones aren't as bad as the other ones. It was one of my lowest. I went to a point during my second year where I just did not want to do anything. Even I even avoided eating. My goodness. It got into a point where I had developed anemia, and I only found out when I went back home because my mom looked at me and she was like, Zoe, what happened to you? Why do you look so pale? Like she told me that I looked like a ghost. That's when I knew that wow, like I really need to start looking after myself. I feel like uni has really well so far. I'm currently in my third year. I'm a placement student, so I'll be going back next year. But uni, I feel like uni has just been such a transformative time in my life. Like, if because before even coming to uni, I was contemplating on not even coming to uni. I was contemplating that, you know what? It wasn't even contemplating. I was being pushed by a lot of my family members to do apprenticeship in accountancy. That was the thing that my dad, my uncle told me to do, but I was not interested in it. Like I even tried applying for something to do with accountancy. I looked at it and I was like, this doesn't interest me. I feel like I'm a type of person that if I'm not interested or if I'm not passionate about something, I will not do it. Like I just won't. Or if I do it, I'll do the bare minimum. Like that was me doing A level. Doing A level, I took this course, IT course, and I hated it so much. I don't even know why I decided to even like stick to it because I had other options like drama that I could have done. And every time that we'd have parent student conference, my teacher would be like, "Oh, sorry, you're so good, you're excelling so well, but if you just put this, then you get a distinction." I looked at him and I was like, "Does it look like I care about this subject enough to be trying to get a distinction?" Like my head was just like, I just want to finish this course and have it be done. Like I still got like a really good grade in it, so I was surprised. But yeah, I hated it, which is strange because I feel like my people pleasing tendencies were like, oh, if I just stick to it, I'll be able to use it to gain um experience that I can do accountancy. Honestly, I was contemplating on doing accountancy because I was being convinced if you do it, apprenticeship, because apprenticeship is really good because you earn money whilst you work. But the thing is, I did not enjoy anything to do with maths, anything to do with numbers, and I know myself. I know my limits and where my limits start and where they end, like how much I can take or handle. And I knew that it just wasn't for me. I feel like if And I feel like that was also the first time I stood my ground and held my boundary and was like, you know what, I am going to go to Bath. Like people, and I know other people be like, I picked uni or I picked this course because my parents wanted me to do this course or because, they said that it would make money. But I genuinely had to fight to get to Bath. Like I had to convince every single one in my family because I was being pushed left, right, and center to not come to uni and to do apprenticeship instead. And sometimes I regret it. I'm like, oh, I could have had so much money. But at the same time, I feel like if I hadn't come here, I wouldn't have like had a different outlook in life. I would still remain in that my bubble. I think that's the great thing. The great thing about uni is that it helps you to gain different experiences and different perspective as well, and helps you also to step out of your bubble because I feel like doing second year, I don't know what the universe was doing or what it wanted to do, but it had me questioning everything. Like I was questioning my religion, I was questioning the course I'm doing, I was questioning my purpose, I was literally questioning everything. That's why I felt like and doing second year, I definitely went to like shutdown mode. You know when like everything just seems a lot and you're like your whole world just starts tumbling down. That was me doing second year. And I didn't know what to do. I felt like I would tell my parents, but they didn't really understand me. My mom thought that I was possessed or some demon had got into me. It was something. It was something. Second year, second year really showed me. It really showed me. So second year was something. I think advice for students that I would give is if you're coming to uni thinking that it's going to be the same, that you might like if, especially if you're coming to uni with the friends that you had in secondary school. I mean, I came to uni by myself. I feel like when I choose something, I'm always like I need a fresh start. I feel like if I'd come to uni with all of my friends, I would just stick with them. But coming to uni by myself and actually navigating it by myself and finding different new people, I love having this type of experience because it helps me to gain different perspective, not just different perspective, but it also helps me to build relationships with other people that I would not have me met and I probably would not have been friends with if I had say stayed, an hour away from I went to uni in London because where I live is like literally 2 hours away from London. So and I know what would have happened is if I had moved to London, I would have been traveling back. Another thing is when you're picking uni, if you pick a uni where it's far, just know that you have to be independent. I think that's one thing that I craved. I craved that independence and being able to figure out things by myself. Like the thing with me is before I ask for help, I have to go through every single scenario. I don't know if it's just like an older sibling symptom, but that is me. Like I have to go through every single thing until like I'm truly stuck. That's when I go now to my parents and I'm like, you know what, I need help. But yeah, I think that as well. Another thing is one thing I struggled with doing first or second year was my finance. I blowed away money. If I tell you how much I spent first year, it was not good. My finance, terrible. Because what I would advise students is if you guys have like any hustle work, any part-time work that you have, keep it. Honestly, keep it because even though you get student finance, that student finance does not cover you. Like it does not cover the money that they give, it does not cover you. It will not cover your full rent. Like it will cover your rent to a certain extent, but there's just certain things that it will not fully cover. And whereas if you have a job, if you have something that you're getting money from, then I think that's better than going into uni, not having a job and having to constantly like I'm not saying it's a bad thing to rely on your parents, but at the same time, it gets to a point where it's like, you know what, actually I have to try and find a way to make my own money and try and find a way to actually support myself. Like I'm still struggling to find jobs. The job market in the UK absolutely terrible. So if you have a job, please do not start going to say, "Oh, I want to quit this job now because I'm going to uni," or "I want to this, that, that." Don't do it, please, because even if say you're not doing this s- um uni term, at least when you go back during summer, you have something in place. You have something in place, and you won't be like jobless and trying to find jobs, because especially in this climate where looking for jobs is hard, and just getting something that you can pays well, not just pays well, but also you're able to support yourself a bit financially, even if it's not a lot, at least it's a bit where you can lift the stress of your parents. Trust me, helpful. And also, one thing I've learned is that the NHS doesn't cover dental care. So if you guys have any dental problems, please do not wait till you get to uni before you try and sort it out, because that's another issue as well that you have to sort out. And you don't want to be coming to uni and having to pay a lot of money, because with me right now, I'm currently I cracked my teeth. I don't even know how I did it, but I cracked my teeth. Both teeth have cracked. So now I just have a random hole in my teeth, and I was struggling, like literally struggling to find a dentist because they were charging extortionate amount of money just to get cleaning and filling. One of the ones that I checked was like 900, and that was just for one tooth. So imagine if they had checked this side as well. My goodness, that's like another how much money just to pay for that as well. So it's like, you know what? I'll find something else. I'll find another dental practice. I'll look and find another dental practice, because that's just too much money that I'm trying to spend to fix my teeth. That's no student. I even tried to at least get a discount. I was like, I'm a student. Like I can't be paying this amount of money. He looked at me and was like, okay, and you still have to pay that amount of money to get your teeth filled. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm looking somewhere else. So please, guys, if you have any dental issues that needs to be sorted out, do not wait till it gets to a point where it's bad, because not only that, the waiting list just to get a new dental practice as well, it takes long. Even the one that I was like, you know what, I'll try and find one that is near home, where near my house. They were saying that, oh, the wait list is 6 months. I was like, mm. Luckily, I finally found one that I can do 2nd of June. That's still a wait, but at least it's better than nothing. And the price isn't as bad. But some of the prices they were charging, that was like half of my student loan gone. So if you have any health issues now that need to be sorted out, please don't wait till it gets to like, don't wait till you're 21 or you're 20, because the NHS will not cover for you. Like they only cover to, well, I checked, and they only cover to like you're 18. After that, you have to be paying for it. After 18, you're paying for it. And if you don't find ones that have NHS, that's also another amount of money that added onto it with your dental care. Because I've seen a lot of creators talk about like things you should bring to uni, like obviously you should bring your duvet, you should bring your pots, you should bring your pants, you pants, what am I saying pants? You should bring your pants, you should bring your clothes, all of these little essential things that you should obviously bring. Also, if you have like any student discount stuff, just bring it. Because what I normally use is I normally use a lot of student discounts. I don't use it now because I'm not currently in uni, but when I go back to Bath, I utilize it a lot because it will save you so much money. And it also help with budgeting, because if the things that you budgeted for were expensive and you use student discount and it's gone down, that saves you even more money. So if you have any like student beans or uni day stuff, use it, because especially if you're shopping for clothes, and because that's what I used to in my first year when I was splurging my money. When I thought I had all the money in the world to be buying things. When I was splurging money and thinking, yeah, this money, I have all the money. I mean, I still have had money in my account. Don't ask me how. But budget, guys. Always before you come to uni, make sure you've budgeted for everything. Even if it's not for everything, at least have a basis of things that you need to get in uni. Even if you're doing it like you're say you do your monthly budget or your weekly budget, it helps, because at least you have a sense of mind that you know how much you're spending each week or every month, and you know how much you're saving, and all of these little things, which will be helpful for uni students. um Other things is join any clubs. I haven't joined any clubs, but join any societies, like the ones I joined second, was it second, first year, um was the African Society one. If you want to meet new people, join those during first year. Join as many as you can, because that's where you meet a lot of your friends. You meet new people there as well. That's one thing I would say. And also just be prepared for change, because when I came into uni, I thought that, oh, it's like my idea of uni was it's going to be party. I will do work, I will get all of the grades I'll get ones, and it's not like that. It's not like that. Uni will challenge you, trust me. It will challenge you. I think that's a good part about it as well. Like, I would not give up the decision I made when I was 16 to come to uni, honestly. I would not give it up. I'm not even going to berate myself, because I chose what was best for me at that time, and I think that is it. That's how I view it anyway. But my advice, especially when it comes to the dental care, if you don't take away anything from this video, one thing you should take away from this video is sort out your teeth. Always floss, always brush, just sort out your teeth, because you don't want to be like me, sitting here with multiple toothaches, having to take paracetamol because I screwed up my teeth. You don't want to be like that. So if if your teeth currently isn't doing well now, please sort it out. Sort it out while you can, because you don't want to wait till 21 to have to be trying to find dentists that you can pay to get it sorted, because the NHS will not cover it. Or even if it covers it, you still need to pay. The amount is not big, but I mean, most people would rather not have to be paying that amount of money, or any amount of money, to be getting their dental care. So if I were you, if you have like a dental practice that you're already sticking to, stick to them. Don't change. Like, don't think, oh yeah, if I just come out of this one, I can find one. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because I sat here, it took me how many months to just find one that was just willing to book one appointment. Every single one that I was trying to get emergency contacts, they were asking me £100, 90 something pounds, £70, £50. This is just to get like the first one, just to see how my teeth is. And then the extra money on top was like 500, 700, 800, 900, just to get this filled. So take it from me, as an example, do not screw up your teeth while you're in uni. Don't think that if I drink as many drinks and, vape and do whatever, please don't do it. I don't advise anyone to do it, because take me as an example of why you should not be doing it. Because now I'm struggling, really, really struggling with a lot of migraines because of my teeth. And also, I'm struggling with my finance because I was not budgeting when I should have. So, if you didn't take anything from this, the two things you should take away from this diary entry 5 is to budget and to make sure your health is in check. Also, if your health isn't in check, there's also like what I have in my uni, which is basketball uni, they have like a mental health portal, or not just mental health, but just general emergency portal where you can talk to GPs and talk to doctors. So use it, utilize anything that the uni has for help, especially like if you're struggling not just with your mental health, but if you're struggling with education wise. Because first year, the one mistake that I made first year was that I didn't look over my work. They take plagiarism seriously. I didn't look over my work properly, and I found out that I had written something that was very, very, very similar to someone else's work. Not someone else's, but to a research. I was looking at a research paper and written something very similar to a research paper because I didn't like actually read over it properly. So that's one reason why I failed one of my course in uni. Luckily, I was like a first year student, so they were like, you know what, it's okay. This won't really go on your records, but if you do that second year, I think affects your it affects your marks a lot. So one thing is always make sure that you have people, like even if you look over it, make sure that you have people, if it's your student advisor, to just look over it to make sure that there's no copies, there's no errors, there's none of that. And I've also heard another thing that people have been using AI to write their stuff. Do not do that. Please don't use AI to write any of your papers. Trust me, the uni will find out. If the uni won't find out, your jobs will find out, because they will ask you the skills that you've learned. And if you used AI for most of your stuff, how are you supposed to explain those skills? How are you supposed to explain like what you've actually done? What are you supposed to be doing? I think it's just poor on you to be paying that amount of money to go to uni and not actually use the resources, but instead use, AI to write your papers. So please, guys, don't use AI for any of your stuff. I'm getting tired. I don't know what the time is. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. The main takeaways that I want you guys to get from this is health. Please, guys, sort out your health before you get to uni. Budget as well when you get to uni. Use all of the uni resources when it comes to writing, when it comes to checking your paper to make sure there's no plagiarism. Use the uni resources for those things as well.